Joe Freeman from the Oregonian, Mike Richman from the Oregonian. We're out at the Blazers practice facility in Tualatin, where Evan Turner, the Blazers' newest free agent acquisition, was just introduced. After spending a few minutes with him in a crowded theater room, we could relay the following. Very humorous guy, very personable guy, and according to him, Coach Terry Stotts and Neil Olshey, a guy who's going to help this team next season. Neil Olshey said the Blazers felt it was a thin market of players who could help this team in terms of adding starting talent to a playoff roster. He felt he delivered that with Evan Turner, who they signed to a 4-year, $70 million free agent deal at 10 a.m. Or at least they agreed to those terms at 10 a.m. after free agency opened. The Blazers think that Turner can bring a dose of playmaking, ball handling, and defense to this roster. Neil said they identified, while people were sort of focused on maybe the Blazers needing to add a rim protector or defense, they wanted to add help on the perimeter, in part to take the load off of Damian and CJ. Now they'll have at least 2 ball handlers on the court at most times. They feel like Evan Turner can bring a heavy dose of that ball handling and playmaking. Not a good shooter per se, particularly long range, but a guy they think can accentuate a little bit the Blazers' offense.
Yeah, I think really what this sort of signals is the Blazers are going to play more with a wide open style that we saw at the end of the year. Neil Olshey hinted at how effective the team was when Al-Farouq Aminu played the 4, playing at power forward, well, power, whatever you want to call it. And I think we'll see more of that, so sort of more guys with similar sizes, similar skill sets, all sharing the court, letting the Blazers switch more on defense and kind of move interchangeably on offense. Turner, he'll play 3. He didn't commit to saying that he'll definitely start. He kind of dialed that back after telling Joe Freeman that he was going to be a starter a couple weeks ago, or a couple days ago, but he'll get a lot of time handling the ball in the second unit. He'll take some pressure off Damian CJ, like Joe Freeman said, and they didn't have a player like him on the roster. He might not be a great shooter and a perfect fit stylistically, but he's something they didn't have, and now they have him.
Yeah, and might they be adding a rim protector soon? That's the question that's sort of hovering around the franchise right now. Festus Ezeli is in town, in Portland, undergoing treatment. He's getting evaluated by team doctors. I don't think it's a physical. That's sort of a step that leads you toward a deal, but he is getting looked at by team doctors. He arrived last night into Portland. If that all checks out, and his agents have been pretty open throughout the process that he does have several teams interested, but if that does work out, I would not be surprised to see the Blazers and him come to a deal. The price on big men, I think, has dropped a lot at this stage of free agency. You're not seeing these outrageous deals that have been doled out to guys that went very early in the free agent process. So it's possible that his price has scaled back to the point that the Blazers can afford him. So it's very possible that there will be a connection, assuming he checks out medically, assuming that the financial terms can be to the liking of both parties, that something will be worked out, perhaps sooner than later. So I guess that'll do it here at the practice facility in Tualatin. The Blazers have added a free agent, a draft pick, and have made a minor trade. What will be next on the horizon, we'll find out here in the next couple days.